All right, today we're going to dive into something pretty incredible. It's a piece of DIY technology that could literally save a life, an automatic car crash detector. So let's break down exactly how it works.
Okay, let's just think about this for a second. Picture the worst-case scenario. You're in an accident. You're shaken up. Maybe you can't even find your phone. It's a scary thought, right? But what if your car could make that life-saving call for you when you can't?
Because the thing is, in a situation like that, the clock is absolutely ticking. You've probably heard of the golden hour, right? That crucial time right after a major injury where getting help fast can make all the difference. We're talking life or death here. Every single second counts.
And that, right there, is exactly where this project comes in. It's a homemade system that's designed to act like an instant first responder. Think of it as an automatic SOS signal, built with really simple electronics, bridging that dangerous gap between the accident and when help actually shows up.
So what does it do? It's actually pretty straightforward. The whole system is designed to do two things completely on its own. First, it figures out that a crash has just happened. And second, it immediately sends out a text message with your exact location to an emergency contact. And the key thing here, you don't have to do a thing.
Okay, so how on earth does it actually pull this off? Well, the best way to think about it is like it's a little person. It has a brain to make decisions, and it has senses to, well, sense what's going on. Let's pop the hood and see what makes it tick.
First up, we have the brain. In this case, it's an Arduino Uno R3 board. This little thing is the command center, the boss of the whole operation. It takes all the information coming in from the sensors, and then, based on the code it's running, it decides what to do next.
All right, so the brain needs senses, right? And the most important one here is the sense of impact. That comes from this little guy, an ADXL35 accelerometer. Its job is to constantly feel for changes in motion. So when a crash happens, that sudden violent jolt or a rollover, this sensor picks up on that huge spike and basically yells at the Arduino brain, hey, something really bad just happened.
Okay, so the system is now aware there's been a crash. That's step one. But knowing isn't enough, right? It has to actually call for help. And to do that, it needs two more things. It needs to know where it is, and it needs a way to speak.
Let's talk location first. That's the job of this GY16 V2 GPS module. It's always talking to satellites up in space to figure out its exact position on the map, the latitude and longitude. So when that crash alarm goes off, the system doesn't just know that it happened, it knows exactly where. And now for the voice. How does it actually send the message? This is the SIM900A GSM module. And you can basically think of it as a really simple cell phone. You just stick a regular SIM card in there, and suddenly the Arduino brain has a voice. It can send a text message over the cell network, getting that vital location info to help. All right, let's recap. We've got the brain, we've got the senses, we have a way to find our location, and a way to send a message. Now for the fun part. Let's see how this all comes together in a simulated emergency.
Now, this isn't just a dumb alarm. There's some pretty smart thinking programmed into it. It can tell the difference between a little fender bender and a serious major crash. Here's how. Right after it detects an impact, it gives the driver a few seconds to press a reset button. If you can press it, the system goes, okay, you're fine, and it cancels the alert. But if that button isn't pressed, well, that's when it assumes the worst and kicks into action.
So let's walk through that chain reaction when things get serious. 1. The accelerometer feels that big jolt. 2. The Arduino brain wakes up, sees the signal, waits a moment, and realizes nobody pressed the reset button. It's go time. 3. It immediately grabs the most recent location from the GPS module. And 4. It commands the GSM module to send out that emergency text. Boom, 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 boom.
And this is what it all leads to. This is the actual text message that was sent during the test. I know it's not fancy, there are no emojis, but it's got everything that matters. It says what happened, a left accident, and then it gives you those crucial numbers, the latitude and longitude.
And I know what you're thinking. That's just a bunch of numbers. But here's the cool part. Any smartphone today knows exactly what to do with that. You just tap on that message, and it will instantly open up your Maps app and drop a pin right on the accident location. It turns those numbers into an actionable location in one tap.
When you step back and look at this, it's really easy to just see a bunch of wires and circuit boards. But this project is about so much more than that. It's a sign of something bigger.
So what should we really take away from all this? Well, first off, the tech to build something like this, it's not some secret expensive stuff.
It's out there, it's affordable. Second, and this is a big one, it proves that you don't have to be a giant corporation to solve real, complex problems. A little bit of knowledge and curiosity can go a long way. And finally, it's just an amazing example of how pretty simple tech can be used to create something with a massive, potentially life-saving impact.
And that really leaves us with one final question to think about. When you see how these basic, off-the-shelf parts can be put together to build something this important, it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What problem out there could you solve with the technology that's sitting right in front of us?